everyone, it's Michelle. I'm making a video throughout the course of today and tomorrow. I am planning on telling my friend tonight about my eating disorder, my self-harm, basically the works of my mental health. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, and so I'm really anxious right now, and I have butterflies in my stomach, and I'm getting really nervous. Hoping I don't chicken out though. Also, I'm kind of scared because I feel like she might. Part of me thinks that she could be not understanding and be well, how could you have this and why do that to yourself and all you need to do is eat a sandwich, or I don't know, all those types of things. And I'm making this video just to help me get through the anxiety, but also to help anyone else. Here I am waiting at my door. I'm looking out the window, seeing if she will be here soon. I'm anxious and excited and talk right now, but we're going to a grocery store. It's going to be interesting.
So I was really nervous last night, guys, because we ended up going to the grocery store, and I haven't been to the grocery store in a month because, one, I'm trying to cut back on spending money, but two, I don't want to go and just get binge food. And so we went last night, and this was before our conversation, and I started freaking out. I was walking through the aisles. I was oh my gosh, get me out of here right now. Because there were endless possibilities, and I was thinking what foods I wanted, and then some foods I couldn't have because of past experience with the food. I know I can't trust myself with that food. Yeah, so I was really nervous at the grocery store, but I survived, and I thought I was going to binge, but I ended up not binging. I only had, I would say, a reasonable amount. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little. So last night I talked with my friend and told her basically about my eating disorder. I told her about my OCD. I told her about my self-harm. And I am going to say it was one of the scariest things I've ever done. My heart was racing a million miles in my heart, in my body, and I was all these butterflies were in my stomach, and I was I don't know if I can do this, and I got really nervous to see what would happen with that. But we sat there for over 2 hours, and we had a really nice conversation. She was very accepting and open, which was I figured she could be, but my worst case scenario was how she wouldn't believe me. She'd tell me kind of eat a sandwich, get better type of thing. But instead she said that she would help me kind of get through it, and if we have the same lunch, she said that she'll eat lunch with me, which I was really excited about. And she said that because this past year I was eating lunch in the guidance center, and she said, I'll come there if you ever need me, and we already have plans for the first day of school to have lunch together. And I think that it's awesome that she's there, because she said that she can help me, and I asked her to watch me and see if I kind of start retrogressing throughout the course of this year, just for her to be there and kind of help get me back on track. So it's been actually a while, because a while ago I asked another YouTuber to make me a video about how to tell your friend, and I kind of didn't know what to do with that. And so I was holding it inside for so long, and I wasn't sure exactly how to do it. I knew I wanted to tell somebody, but I didn't know how I was going to go about that. And so what ended up happening was the conversation actually had turned towards weight. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it was, but so we were talking about weight, and I kind of looked at her, and I was I spelled it out kind of first. I was okay, do you remember earlier when I told you that that I spent all this money on food in the past year? And I kind of also pointed out that my my one friend had commented about how I used to go to the guidance center for lunch, and I was never in the cafeteria, and kind of spelled that out, and I was what are you thinking? And she really didn't have any idea, but I kind of just looked at her, and I was I have an eating disorder. And from there the conversation kind of just picked up and went, and she was awesomely supportive, and I'm so glad that I told her, because I was thinking about telling my other friend, but my other friend's going through a lot right now, so I figured it wasn't best to tell her. And it was awesome though, because she could really understand me, and like she knew somewhat of what I was going. Like, I mean, probably every teenage girl has an idea of what it's like to like not like yourself and like have fights with your parents and stuff like that. Yeah, so basically, it took me a while, guys, but I finally at least told one person, and I'm now looking forward to moving through recovery with her support because it's going to be an interesting ride. Yeah, okay, that's it, guys. Take care. Hope all of you are well. And if anyone has any comments to me, I don't know if any one of you is having trouble, like kind of on the fence whether or not you should tell a friend. You can talk to me and I'll help you like through it, and I'll help you get through the thought process like I did. Okay, that's it for this video. Bye, guys.